Well, I hate to say it, guys, but it looks like Fortnite is on track to die off. This is not the game we all fell in love with, that we all had great memories with back in Season 1 or 2. Even if you started in Season 3 or 4, the late night squads playing with the boys, you know what I'm talking about. I know you guys all missed that. Fortnite has done some very questionable things in these past couple months that's bad for either the casual or competitive player. Many well-known players and pro players have been complaining on Twitter just because they know how much potential this game has, and they just want to play the game that all of us love, because we all know how great it can be if everything is in the game right. I know you guys missed a pump, bolt, siphon, etc. I can go on and on all day. Well, thankfully I'm here to give you guys 3 ways Fortnite can save its game and make it great again. Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's Donnie D here, and as you see in the title, and as I just said, I'm going to be giving you guys 3 ways, in my opinion, how Fortnite can fix its game and bring it back to being a fun again, and it's not stressful or annoying. If you guys want old Fortnite back, please be sure to drop a like and hit that subscribe button, because I'm going to be doing a V-Buck giveaway at 200 subscribers, so I want to get back to you guys. With that being said, you guys, thank you for clicking on my video, and let's move on to number 1. Number 1. Okay, guys, so for number 1, Fortnite has to make the competitive scene and casual scene like 2 different games. And what I mean by that is, okay, from the casual player's perspective, let's say you're just playing with your friends, you're playing some squads, and you got Mr. Sweat who just comes over and just destroys all you guys. That's just not fun, you know what I'm saying? So if there was a ranked mode that Fortnite could actually come out with that works, they could just have all of the good players go to the ranked mode and all the casual players play public matches. They need to have separate settings and guns that are in competitive and that aren't in casual games. For instance, the heavy sniper. That, if you guys have played any type of competitive game mode, if anything like that, I wouldn't really count arena, but that's the closest thing we got to it right now. So if you're playing arena and you're just a casual player and you don't know too much about the heavy sniper, it is just so overpowered. It does 150 damage for a body shot. That is so easy to hit someone for 150 body shot. That's like 150 HP. That's a lot of HP, and then to be able to blindly get shot for 150 is just absurd. Another great example of things that should be in casual and not in competitive is the baller. If you guys play competitive and you're watching this video, I don't even have to go into depth with you guys, okay? But for my casual players out there, I'm going to explain to you guys how OP this is in competitive. Now, I've done multiple baller nerfs, but it's still super OP. It has 150 HP, and it's basically free placement points at the end of the game. You could just literally hide in a baller, and at the end game of any competitive match, there's like a group of ballers at the edge of the zone, and then there's people that are actually fighting.
Yeah, follow the other balls. We'll blend in. Oh my. Yo, there's so many balls! Keep burning down bridges.
I mean, it's just so overpowered. It's not fair to people who don't have a baller. So overall, they just need to get rid of them. There was this problem last season with planes that people were just flying in the air, and it's the same thing as a baller except a plane. Now, yes, they should keep them in casual gameplay, but for competitive, it is just not cool. And that just adds on to my theory that they need to make competitive and casual things like 2 different games. So far, we have the baller that should be in competitive and the heavy sniper. Now, yes, they should stay in casual play. And let me just go into more depth of why I think this should be a thing. Like I said earlier, if you're just trying to kick back and play with your friends, and you got Mr. Sweat who should be in a ranked game mode against other players on his level, it's just annoying and it's not fun, because sometimes you just want to have fun and just sweat it out, not sweat it out. Because me, I'm not a casual player, but I'm not a competitive player. I'm kind of like in between, because I'll do World Cup every here and there, but I'm definitely an above average player, and I can pretty much win almost every fight, but I hate having to sweat it out in public matches. It's just not fun, because if there was a ranked mode option, it would just be so much better, and it would separate the really experienced competitive players and the new players, or just casual players who just want to have fun. Because at the end of the day, that's what a game is about. You just want to have fun, and I know you guys could feel me on that one, the casual or competitive players. So yeah, I mean, there's just so many things I could talk about all day long about what they should and shouldn't have, but I just feel like I should have pointed out 2 of the main things that should be in competitive and shouldn't, or excuse me, that shouldn't be in competitive and should just stay in public matches. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments for reason number 1. I feel like that was actually a pretty legit reason. Number 2. Okay, you guys, let's be honest. The tack has to go. It is literally, it does no damage. It was good like the first week of Season 9, but then it just went to complete shit as soon as they buffed the combat shotgun and actually made it usable. Now, even though I missed a pump, this is what I feel like they should do. Downgrade the combat shotgun to green and blue variants, so like it's a pump basically, and then bring in the heavy shotgun and vault the tack, and keep the heavy shotgun at purple and gold variants only. So therefore you have a shotgun that just doesn't shoot like a tack or a combat. It's the closest thing we can get to a pump, because let's be honest, even though we do miss the pump, I think we all can agree on it sucked getting blasted for 200 HP. It's just not fun at all. It just ruins your game. So therefore, I feel like if they made the combat shotgun way more common and made it a green and blue variant and downgraded the damage, obviously, it would be so much better, especially if they brought back the heavy shotgun. It would fix this whole shotgun situation, because honestly, this shotgun situation is just in shambles right now. Now, one thing I am happy they got rid of is the god shotty. Well, that's what I like to call it, the gold and purple pump from last season, because that was super OP. And you could even argue the blue pump was OP because the max headshot was 200 damage. No one likes getting shot for all of their health. There is nothing you could do about it. It is just horrible. I think you guys can all agree on that one. And honestly, the combat shotgun isn't as bad as I thought it was. Now, yes, it was when it first came out, because the damage on it was pretty bad. But since they buffed the damage, it's actually pretty good, and I could deal with it. But the tack, if there's one thing I could take out of this, you guys, I think everyone can agree on, the tack has to go. It's so bad. I mean, I'd rather use my pickaxe, to be completely honest with you guys, or I'd rather just use an SMG. I mean, it does like 20 damage, 30 damage, 40 damage. It's just not even worth that, honestly. It just promotes the spray meta that we're in right now, because I'd rather use a drum gun over a gray tack or green tack, or maybe even a blue tack. So overall, what I'm trying to say to you guys is they need to vault the tack, downgrade the combat shotgun to green and blue variants and down the damage, and then unvault the heavy shotgun and keep those two as the only shotguns in the game and fix this whole shotgun situation. So if we look back at the past 2 reasons on why I think these 3 reasons will make this game better, we have separating like the casual gameplay and the competitive gameplay, like 2 different games, and fix this whole shotgun situation. So we're looking at a way better game as of right now. But let's go on to reason number 3, you guys. Number 3. Alright, you guys, so for my final reason on why I think these 3 reasons will make Fortnite great again is increase health spawn, shield, bandages, medkits, slurps, everything. Because Siphon, let's be real, it's just not going to come back as much as everyone wants it to come back, including me. They clearly just really don't want it in the game, and are probably just going to bring it back as an LTM every here and there. So they can meet us halfway, right? I mean, I don't see why not. It is so hard to find shield off spawn, and it's such a make or break difference for the, like, it doesn't even matter what you have. If you have shield, you're 9 out of 10 times you're set. So if they increase shield spawns, specifically minis, big pots, and slurps, it would just be great. Now, sometimes it's to the point where I can't even find bandages or medkits. It's that bad. But really, shield is what we really need, because it's like, I mean, I don't even have to explain. You guys already know it is so hard to find shield. Like, I have gone games until there was like 16 people where I finally got my first shield. Like, sometimes I don't even know how I've made it that far. I'll be running around on 75 HP, or I'll just be running around on 150 HP, scared if I'm gonna get heavy sniped. You know what I'm saying, you guys? So I mean, if they increase shield spawns, that would just be great. I feel like everyone off spawn should have some type of shield at the beginning of a game, especially if you hot drop, you land Pleasant Park, or if you land Neo Tilted, anywhere like that, Dusty Divot, Salty. I feel like it would be a fair fight if everyone had shield, regardless of how good or bad a player was. Now, yes, Siphon would be nice, but let's just, like I said earlier, let's just be real. They're just not going to bring it back. They have some type of secret hatred towards it. By they, I mean Epic Games. So we're just going to have to see if they can meet us halfway. I don't think that's too much of a stretch to increase shield spawns. I think literally any type of player can agree on that. Casual, competitive. I've seen so many tweets about people saying they really need to increase shield spawns. I've seen so many tweets complaining about people just dying because they have no shield. I've even had complaints myself because I've died so many times because I don't have enough shield. Now, how this all started on how the shield spawns got so bad, when they brought Siphon into the game, like a month or two ago, I think it was like end of season 7, they decreased the spawn rate for shields because they were siphoned. It was no big deal. You didn't really need heals, honestly. But when they got rid of it, they never brought it back to its original state, and now we're in this point where it's just so hard to find shield, and they have literally not said anything about it, and it sucks because everyone deserves to have shield, regardless of how good, bad, and it doesn't matter what kind of player you are. Everyone needs to have shield, you guys. And if they did all 3 of these things, I feel like this would help the game so much. So if we look back at all 3 of them, first we have separate the casual and competitive play into 2 different things and get rid of certain items, etc, etc. For number 2, I have fixed this whole shotgun situation. I went over that already. We already know what we're talking about. And then for the final reason, like we just got done talking about, is increase shield spawn so it would be fair fights overall. That is going to be all for today's video, you guys. If you agree on these reasons or you just enjoyed this video, please be sure to drop a like. And if you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much, you guys, for watching. I honestly, like, it means so much to me, you guys. That really helps me out. And if you're new here to the channel, please subscribe. I'm going to be doing a V-Buck giveaway at 200 subscribers. And at the recording of this video, I am 60 away. So let's make that happen. Who doesn't want free V-Bucks? You'll have a pretty high chance at getting them, and I'm planning on doing V-Buck giveaways every 100 subscribers, so why not subscribe? It's free, and you get a chance to win some V-Bucks, so why not? Again, thank you guys for watching my video, and I will catch you guys next time.